Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me and for practicing with me today and for making your well-being something of importance. So for our practice today, we are going to focus on managing healthy cortisol levels. So cortisol is your body's natural stress hormone. We need it. It's part of the healthy balance in our bodies and in our life. So your cortisol will wake you up in the morning. It will get you going. It will motivate you to do things, and it will also help you when you are dealing with challenging situations. So the problem is when cortisol levels stay chronically elevated, that's when we start to feel maybe some anxiety or restlessness. It can even lead to physical symptoms like inflammation or eventually maybe burnout. So it is an important part of finding healthy balance to manage those stress levels. And one of the things that we've got in our toolkit is our breath and mindful movement. So that's what we'll be focusing on today. So other things in your toolkit that you may focus on or that you may know of is getting good quality and enough sleep, getting exercise or things that elevate your heart rate, connection with others, following a healthy diet, getting enough liquids, and then also our breath and our mindful movement practices like yoga. Okay, so today you just need a comfortable space to practice in. You can roll out your yoga mat and then let's get started. We are going to start today by lying down on our backs. If you lie down and you feel that this is not a good place for you to be today, you are welcome to start seated. But otherwise, see if you can find a comfortable position on your back. So you're welcome to stretch out your legs. If it feels more comfortable to have your knees bent and your feet on the floor, maybe even dropping your knees in towards each other, especially for your lower back here at the beginning of the practice, then please do that. And see if you can bring your arms next to you and take up a little bit more space. So almost a little bit of space here underneath the armpits. Maybe you can turn the palms to face up. And we start to open up through the heart space. Let your arms rest heavily on the floor. Let your shoulders draw away from your shoulders and sink into your mat. Create some space here at the throat. So we want to lift the chin up. So we're not tucking in the chin too closely and closing up the throat. So a little bit of spaciousness here. Let your spine lengthen. Feel your legs or your feet nice and firmly in contact with the floor. And then take a moment here just to shift from your outer pace into your inner pace. So let your body start to settle. Maybe you may start to notice your heart rate. Maybe you can bring your attention here to your breath. And there's no need to change your breath right now. Simply notice the in and the out. When are you inhaling and when are you exhaling? What does it feel like to land here and to start to shift that attention inward? It may help if you gently close your eyes, if you do feel like you are in a safe space and you can close your eyes. It just helps to turn you a little bit more inward. And then start to notice where you are breathing. Is your chest moving? The ribs expanding when you breathe. Is there movement in the collarbone and the shoulders? And do you notice any movement in your abdomen? So does the navel rise when you inhale and drop back down when you exhale? And then wherever your breath is, bring your attention now to your navel and see if you can very consciously draw the breath towards the belly and take longer and slower inhalations and exhalations. Okay, then from here we are going to place our hands over our heart space, so one hand on top of the other, just above the sternum, so underneath the collarbones, so at the top of the chest. Very gently push down with your hands onto your chest, as if you want to pull slightly down towards the navel, and then breathe towards the belly. Notice if it feels a little bit easier to breathe downwards, expanding, letting the belly rise as you inhale and the navel sink back down as you exhale. We're going to take 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. You can release your hands, just rest them next to the sides. Maybe even taking up a little bit more space now, turning the palms to face up. Snuggle your shoulder blades in underneath you so that we keep opening up through the heart space. And then bend your knees if they're not bent already, and place your feet about mat width apart on your mat. See if you can feel the edges of your mat under your feet and your knees are pointing up to the sky. We're going to use the count of 4 now to inhale and exhale, and at the same time we'll add movement, windscreen wipering the knees, and see if you can keep breathing towards the navel. So we'll inhale 2, 3, 4, dropping the knees over to one side, doesn't matter which side you go to first, and then exhale 2, 3, 4, bring the knees back up. Inhale to the other side, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale 2, 3, 4, back to center. Keep going. Inhale 2, 3, 4 to the first side, and exhale 2, 3, 4 to center. Inhale 2, 3, 4, dropping over to the other side, and exhale 2, 3, 4. We'll do 3 more rounds. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. 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 Last round. In 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. Good. Release. Bring both your knees in towards you. Hold onto your knees. Find gentle movement here, rocking side to side. You can play around with the positioning of the knees here, so either hugging them in nice and close. Maybe it feels nice to have them lower down. You can bring some space between the knees or keep them together. Just moving in a way here that feels nice. So really just feeling into the back here. Let the back of the head stay in contact with the mat. And now let's make the movement nice and big and dramatic. So keep your knees tucked in and then drop over completely to one side. Push yourself onto your back again and then roll over onto the other side. Keep breathing through your nose, back to center and drop over and back to center, and the last one, dropping over and then come back to center. Good. Bring your feet back down onto the mat. We're going to keep the right foot anchored and then bring your left knee in towards you. Bring your left hand next to you with the palm facing down, and then your right hand can go onto your left knee. So we're working on opposite sides here. Then we're going to inhale, stretch the left leg out, reach the right arm overhead. So lower the leg down and reach to opposite sides of the room, and then exhale to bring the knee back in, bending the knee, and bring the hand to meet the knee. Then push your knee into your hand, activate these lower abdominal muscles as you squeeze, 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 create that resistance. Inhale, stretch out the leg, reach the arm up, extend, and then exhale. Hand and knee meets at your center. Keep breathing through your nose. Hug the knee into the hand and resist. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale, extend. And exhale. Meet at your center. Push the hand into the knee. Feel the lower back pushing into the floor. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And relax. Bring the foot down and then just relax your right hand next to you. Palm facing down. We're swapping sides. So bring your right knee in. And your left hand is on your right knee. Good. Then we're going to extend the right leg, reach the left arm up. Lower the leg so it's hovering just above the mat. Keep reaching with the fingertips. And then exhale, meet at your center. Long exhalation. Hand and knee meet, and then push the knee and resist with your hand. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale to extend. And then long exhalation. Hand and knee meets. Keep exhaling. Activating these core muscles. 3, 2, 1. Last one. And exhale. Meet at your center. Create that resistance. Hand into the knee. And 3, 2, 1. And relax. Bring the foot down and bring your hand down next to you. Good. We're going to roll onto one side. Bring your knees up to about 90 degrees and rest your head on your hand. If this feels like a lot for your neck, you can also rest down with your head on your arm, or maybe grab a pillow or a block if you have got something close at hand to rest your head on. And this one is going to feel a little bit strange, but as soon as we've got it, it is actually quite nice. So we're going to start first by extending and stretching out the top leg, and then pull the heel back. So you feel a little bit of extension starting here in the quadricep. And then reach the top hand forward, palm facing down, and then up towards the corner of the room. So the hand and the foot is stretching opposite or diagonally across. So fingertips reach to the corner and your heel is reaching to the opposite corner. Then we're going to swap. So we're going to keep the leg straight, swing the leg forward, bring the arm back. Maybe you can turn the palm to face up. Make sure you've got some space behind you. And then rotate the upper body so the heart space is reaching up towards the sky. And then we swing the leg back and swing the arm forward, extend. So pull the heel back, reach forward with the fingertips. And then exhale, swing the leg forward, go into your rotation, turn the palm to face up. And then inhale, swing the leg back, arm reaches. Good, let's do 2 more. So exhale, leg comes forward, rotate your upper body and twist. Inhale forward. And then exhale, swing the leg forward, reach the hand back. And just complete the movement by inhale, extending and reaching, and then bend the top knee and relax the hand. Good. We're going to roll over onto the other side, so you can go onto your back onto the other side. I'm just going to swing around so that I keep facing forward. And again, see what it feels like on this side to have your head resting in your hand, or maybe you want to rest it on your arm on this side. Bring your knees up to about 90 degrees and then stretch the top leg, straighten it, and then pull the heel back. So you start feeling a little bit of work here or a little bit of a stretch here. It's not a very active stretch, and you may feel the glute working as well. Reach the top hand forward, palm facing down, and then reach it up, stretching towards the corner of the room. So heel goes back, fingertips reach forward, and then we swap. So swing the leg forward, keep the leg as straight as you can manage, rotate your upper body, and swing the arm back, turn the palm to face up. Inhale to sweep it forward, leg goes back and reach. And exhale, swing the leg forward, rotate and twist. 2 more, inhale. And extend and exhale. And twist And a last one. Sweep and reach. And exhale, leg comes forward, rotate your upper body, stretch the hand, and then just complete the movement by extending and reaching forward, and then relax and come back. Good. From here, we're going to push up to seated, and then make your way into tabletop. So we come onto the hands and the knees. Check that your knees are in line with your hips, and your wrists are stacked in line with your shoulders. Spread your fingers. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Then we're going to inhale, drop the navel down. Bring your heart space forward. Your gaze can go forward as well. And then exhale, tuck in your tailbone, round your spine, drop your head between your shoulders. Actively push into the hands and the tops of the feet to round and push away from yourself. Inhale, drop the navel, breathe towards the belly. Shoulders away from the ears, heart and your gaze goes forward. Exhale, tuck in. So gently squeeze the glutes as you round, push into the hands and the tops of the feet. So feel that activation. Inhale, drop the navel, arch the spine, gaze is forward. And now we're going to round. Coming into flexion, squeeze, and inhale back to a neutral spine. Good. Bring your right hand onto your left knee, then push into your left hand actively. Keep the arms straight, and then inhale to rotate the heart space open towards the right and reach the right arm up to the sky to twist. Then exhale to bring the hand to meet the knee again, and inhale to open and twist to the right. Exhale, hand to knee. Inhale, open, twist. Exhale, bring the hand to the knee. Keep pushing the floor away with that left hand. Last one, inhale, open, rotate. Exhale, complete the movement by bringing the hand to the knee, and then bring the right hand back down in line with the shoulders. So swap sides, so left hand to the right knee now. Actively push the floor away with your right hand, spreading the fingers, gripping onto all 5 fingers. Inhale, rotate your body or the upper body towards the left and reach up with the left hand. Notice if there's a difference in the rotation in the 2 sides. And then exhale to bring the hand to the knee. Inhale, twist and rotate. Reach with the left hand and exhale down. 2 more. Inhale, rotate and exhale. Inhale, actively push away with the right hand. Reach up and twist. Exhale to bring the hand back down. And then hand in line with the shoulder. Good. Bring your hands slightly forward and out to the corners of the mat. And then drop your heart space through to the floor, coming into melting heart. Keep the arms extended. If you feel that that's uncomfortable for the shoulders, bend your elbows and bring your elbows down onto the mat and your hands into the center line. You can also drop your forehead down towards the floor if that feels comfortable. And just keep that heart space thinking through. So we are opening up into the thoracic spine, creating space in the upper body here and the lungs. And keep breathing. So nice steady in and out breaths, continuous flow. Maybe you can draw the breath towards the navel. Last few breaths here. Okay, good. If you have got your arms straight still, bend your elbows and rest your elbows on the mat. And then lift your head and then come back up into tabletop. From here, checking again that your knees are in line with your hips. Curl your toes under, wrists in line with the shoulders still, maybe a little bit forward. If you feel you need a little bit more space here, you can also come onto the fists if you feel that your wrists are starting to take a bit of strain. Good. Then we're going to push into the hands and the toes, lift the knees up for hovering cat. So a little bit of activation here in the core and hold. 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees down. Push into the hands and the toes and lift up and hold. 3, 2, 1 and down. Make sure you keep breathing. Push into the hands and the toes and lift. And 3, 2, 1 and down. Push up, lift the knees and hold. 3, 2, 1 and down. Good. Last one, we're going to hold for 10 counts. So into the hands and the toes, lift the knees, shoulders away from the ears, relax, keep your breath going in and out through your nose. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring your knees down, uncurl your toes, gently tap the toes onto the mat. Okay, good. Curl the right toes under, stretch the right leg back, then lift the heel up. Hold here for a moment. And then we're going to bend the knees and hug the knee into the center of your chest. Actively push away with both hands, create space so we dome the upper back. And we're going to step that right foot through between the hands. If you need to take the right hand away to make a bit more space, then do that. If that feels like a lot today, then just come up, step the foot forward, and we meet here in equestrian. If you have got a bit more space, you can slide the back knee back a little bit and curl the toes so we feel that we are sinking a little bit deeper into the hips, stretching into the back hip flexor. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Nice long spine, your gaze goes forward. Good, then from here, bring both hands onto the front knee. Either staying here if you feel that this is already enough, or we can add some movement and breath with the arms. So we'll inhale to reach both arms up, palms facing towards each other, pull the thumbs back, and then exhale to let the arms float down. Inhale, arms go up, and exhale. Inhale 2, and exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, arms come down. Good, bring your hands down onto the mat, make your way back into tabletop. Then we'll curl the left toes under, stretch the left leg back. Lift the heel, so keep extending, flex the foot, shoulders away from the ears. So we're not pulling, dropping into ourselves, keep actively pushing away from the mat. Bend the knee and hug the knee into the center of your chest. Hug and squeeze. Hold, hip flexors working, cores activating. Then we can step the foot between the hands, make space with your left hand if you need to. However you get there today is the right way. If you have space on this side, slide the back knee back slightly. Sometimes one side's a bit more accommodating than the other, so do what's right for this side. You don't need to do the same on both sides. Okay, roll the shoulders away from the ears, so we're light on the fingertips. Think long spine. Pushing into the top of the back foot, rooting into the front toes. Your gaze is forward. So even when it gets a little bit harder, we still use the breath. Bring both hands onto the front knee. Sinking into the hips if the hips allow. Keep breathing. Either staying here if you feel that this is enough on this side, or we can reach the arms up. Pull the thumbs back. Let the palms face into each other. Relax your neck. And then exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale. One more. Exhale, float the arms down. Good, bring your hands down onto the mat. Make your way into tabletop. Curl your toes under, bring your hands next to your knees, push into both hands evenly to lift your knees up, and then lift your hips up high to come into a standing forward fold. Your feet are just comfortably apart. Play around here with the knees. What feels best? Does it feel nice when I bend the knees and soften, let your upper body hang? Or does it feel nice when I straighten my legs? You can also play around with alternately bending and straightening one leg and then the other. Check that your breath keeps going. If this feels like a lot of pressure in your head today, then rather come back into tabletop. Wait for us there. Just stay mindful of your breath. Okay, find a comfortable position. At center, crown of the head drops down towards the floor, so you can look between your knees towards the back. Maybe find a gentle sway from side to side. Sometimes a gentle bounce feels nice. You can even hold onto the elbows if you want to draw yourself a little bit deeper. Keep rooting into the toes. Stay mindful of the feedback. Feel the spine decompressing. And 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Release the elbows. Deep breath in. Side out. Exhale. Through the mouth. Good. Bend your knees. Plant your palms. We walk our way back into tabletop. Then we'll bring the big toes to touch. Bring your knees just comfortably wide, buttocks to heels. Child's pose, your version. So you can either extend the arms, you can stack your fists one on top of the other, rest your forehead on your stacked fists, or wrap your hands around towards your feet. Take a moment here to settle. Coming nice and close to the ground. Notice where your body makes contact with your mat. Tops of your feet, your shins, your knees, your arms, your elbows, maybe the palms of your hands, maybe your forehead. Let your heart space think through and bring your attention to your breath. Drawing the breath all the way down to the navel. And if you feel that feels restricted, maybe you can breathe towards the lower ribs and towards the lower back. But we want to try and keep breathing towards the lower body. From here, we're going to do a few rounds of square breathing. It's also called box breathing. So we inhale and hold and exhale and hold for the same number of counts. I will guide the first 3 rounds, and then you can do 2 more rounds in your own time. And I use the count of 4, but if you feel that the count of 4 is too much, you can use a count of 3, or you can extend it to a count of 5. If staying in child's pose is not working for you, this is not a comfortable position where you can breathe, then rather come up to an easy seat and you can do the breathing there along with us. Okay, so when you're ready, relax your shoulders, relax the hinge of your jaw. We're going to breathe through the nose, and we'll inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4. Continue with about 2 or 3 more rounds using your count. Good. Release after your next exhalation. Let go of the counting. Return to your normal breath. If you need to reset the breath, you can take a cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, sighing it out. Good. Inhale to lift up your head. Come all the way up on your hands, and then make your way to seated in any way that works for you. Sitting with your legs straight out in front. Then we're going to bend the right knee, place the right foot on the inside of the knee, and then drop your knee out to the side, coming into a half butterfly. You can tuck the heel in nice and close if that feels comfortable. Make sure you're sitting right up on the sits bone, legs straight out in front of you. Inhale here just to lengthen the spine. And then exhale to fold forward over that leg. Let your spine round. Let your hands turn, palms facing up. So let your arms relax next to your leg. We're not holding on today and pulling ourselves deeper into the stretch. We are finding a moment of surrender here. So letting go of any ideal of how far you think you need to be in the stretch or what you think the shape needs to look like. And simply surrender here to what is and what it feels like. Let your head grow heavy. If you do feel that the stretching is very intense in the back of the neck, just keep your head slightly lifted. Let your body completely soften into the shape, letting gravity do the work. We'll stay here for a few more breaths. Okay, let's release. On your next inhalation, you can start by lifting your head, turn your palms down, and then use your hands. So moving with intention as you gently walk back up to a neutral spine. The knee that's bent, bring that up. Maybe give it a gentle squeeze in towards your chest, and then straighten out. And then other side, bending the left knee, left foot on the floor, drop the knee out. Maybe on this side it feels nice to tuck the heel in a little bit closer. Legs straight out in front. Feel the sits bones in just contact with your mat. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold forward over the straight leg. Arms rest next to the leg, turn the palms to face up. Coming into rest and digest. So shifting out of that fight or flight mode. The arms in close, gripping the hands. Give yourself space. Let your head be heavy. Making your own shape on the side. Notice if you feel that there's a difference in the two sides. And it's not to judge or to want to change anything, it's to bring awareness. This is what I notice. I'm here on my mat. This is what I feel. And I can keep breathing in and out through my nose. We're here for a few more breaths. And on your next inhalation, start by lifting your head. Turn your palms down and then mindfully walk all the way back up to a neutral spine. The knee that's bent, bring that in. Give that knee a squeeze in and then straighten out. Good. Come to any easy seat. We're going to stretch into the neck. So again, we want to be very mindful when we work with the neck. So we'll take it slow, and if you feel any excessive strain or pinching, then rather ease off. So we want to do a side to side look, and we're going to roll through center. But if you feel that that movement pinches the neck, or there's uncomfortable creaking or things that just don't feel safe, then just turn your head to look side to side as far as your neck allows. So we're not forcing the movement, okay? But we'll start by tucking in the chin. Relax your shoulders. So imagine the shoulder blades drawing down the spine, and we're gently just pulling the shoulders back. Relax your arms. Let your hands just rest wherever they land. And then we're going to roll the chin along the left collarbone, and then lift your gaze and look over the left shoulder towards the left. Good. And then we roll down again. So tuck in the chin, roll through center, and then pendulum swing, following the line of your collarbone, and then look towards the right. And then again, chin goes down to center, over to the left, and then down, rolling through center. If you are doing the rolling movement, all the way over then to the right. We do one more, dropping down and to the left, and down, and then to the right, and then we end again at center, tucking your chin into your chest, and then lift your head up. Good. Inhale. Then exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Take a few breaths here. Just let the head be heavy. Keep relaxing the shoulders. Okay, then inhale back to center and exhale right ear to right shoulder. Okay, then inhale to bring your head back to center. Now we're going to drop the head back, look up to the sky. And then while you're here, you feel a bit of a stretch in the front of the throat, and we're going to open and close the mouth. And keep going. 3, 2, 1. And release. Bring your head back to center. Good. Deep cleansing breath. Exhale, let go. Again, deep inhale. Exhale audibly through the mouth. And let go. Good. Bring your legs straight out in front. We're going to roll down. So scoot to the front edge of your mat. If you want to go down a bit more gently, you can bend your knees, hold on to your knees, round your spine and roll down that way. Or legs straight out, reach your hands forward, tuck in your chin, and then we roll down. So this one's got asking a little bit more core action here. Slowly rolling all the way down, releasing onto your mat, and relax completely into the floor. Your arms, your shoulder blades, the back of your head. Inhale to reach your arms up. Take a nice big full body stretch. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. Maybe you want to point and flex the feet. Stretch a bit into the side body. Lengthen your spine. Open your mouth. Maybe even a nice big yawn. And then exhale to relax. Bring your arms down next to you. Then bend your knees and place your feet on the floor. And then bring your right knee in towards you. I'm going to give you two options here. So the first option is we're going to do reclining hand to foot pose. So you'll find what works. So the first option is taking hold of your right big toe. So the thumb, the middle finger and the index finger wraps around the big toe. And then we want to start to straighten the leg. Sole of the foot reaching up towards the sky. If you feel that this is a big ask and it's uncomfortable to hold onto the toe here, you can also hold on to just below the back of the knee, so the upper leg. The leg doesn't have to straighten, so you can decide how far you want to take the stretch. We want to feel the stretch into the hamstrings here. Keep lengthening the tailbone down into the mat. Just let your shoulders relax. Your head is heavy and your neck is nice and relaxed. If you want to test it, you can turn your head side to side. And if you feel you've got a little bit more space here, you can slide the left leg out along the mat and just let that leg relax and be heavy. If you feel this intensifies the stretch too much, rather take a step back. We can always work our way to where we can straighten the leg if that is ever available. But for now, we just are where we are. And that's okay. I'll take a couple of deep breaths here. So really breathing into where you feel the stretch the most. And the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. If your left leg is straight, then rebend that, place the left foot on the floor, take a deep breath in, let go wherever you are holding on, bring that heel down and then bring your right foot back down onto the mat. We'll swap sides, so bring your left knee in towards you. Maybe on this side we can reach down and take hold of the big toe, starting to straighten the leg and lift the foot up towards the sky, just as far as this side allows. Feel the stretch into the hamstring. Lengthen the tailbone down towards the mat. Check that your shoulders and your neck is soft. Maybe you want to hold on to the back of the leg on this side. And again, just checking here. If you do have more space, maybe sliding the right leg out along the mat. Just let the leg be heavy. It doesn't have to work or do anything here. Keep breathing, steady breaths. Using your breath as an anchor. Last few seconds. Okay, if your right leg is straight, rebend that, place the right foot down on the floor, deep breath in, and exhale, let go wherever you are holding on, bring the heel back down, and then place the left foot back down onto the floor. Push into both feet evenly and slide your hands in underneath your tailbone with the palms facing down. Bring both knees in towards you and then reach your feet up to the sky. Adjust your hands if you need to. You want to be comfortable here in the lower back. And this is legs up the wall. Again, the legs don't have to straighten or be too active. If you want to find a bit of movement here in the feet, so maybe some rotations or pointing and flexing, maybe separating the feet and bringing them together. So any bit of movement here that feels good. Okay, and we can either stay here. This is a really nice, comfortable place to be, a nice, comfortable inversion. But if you do feel that you want something a bit stronger, we can go into plow pose. So you'll gain a bit of momentum here and then swing your feet up and overhead. Your feet don't have to touch the floor behind you. Be mindful of the stretch in your neck. If it's too intense or if you feel a lot of pressure in your head, then rather come back into legs up the wall. Also make sure that you keep your gaze straight up. You're not turning the head while you're putting pressure on the neck. Your hands can either be on the mat or you can bring your hands into your lower back if you feel that creates a little bit more stability in the pose here. Maybe a bit of a throat lock here, as long as you're not feeling uncomfortable here, with the chin tucking in towards the chest. Keep your breath going wherever you are. Last 10 seconds. Okay, good. If you are in plow pose, bend your knees and then we're going to roll out of the pose. So you can bring your hands into your lower back to support, or you can have them on the floor, whichever works best for you. Just very gently and mindfully bring your spine back down onto the mat, controlling the movement. And then bring your hands in underneath your tailbone again. We all meet in legs up the wall. In legs up the wall, there's two ways that we can come out of this pose today. So if you want to go out of it gently, you'll bend your knees and bring your feet back down onto the mat. Or if you want a last little bit of core action, keep your legs as straight as you can manage. Adjust your hands as you need to, and then start to lower your legs. Lowering the feet down, so as much control as you have. And then once your heels make contact with the floor, with the mat, relax, take your hands out from underneath you. Find any movement here that feels good. If you want to do some windscreen wipers with the knees, or maybe you want to bring the knees in again and rock and roll from side to side. Maybe another nice big full body stretch. So really just checking in here with what it is that you need to release that pose. Okay, good. Come back here with our knees bent and our feet on the floor. Bring your arms next to you with the palms facing up, and then cross your right leg over your left as if you are sitting on a chair. Inhale, and then as you exhale, drop both knees over to the left. So just very gently coming into the twist here. Keep that right shoulder blade pulling down towards the mat. Turn your head to look over the right shoulder if that's okay for the neck. And shift your breath into the belly. So breathe towards the navel. Deep breath in. Use your exhalation, so zip up the lower belly to bring both the knees back up to center. And then uncross your legs, and then we'll do the other side. So left leg over the right now. Twisted roots, but we're only binding once. Inhale, and then exhale, drop both knees over to the right. Can turn your head to look over the left shoulder if that's okay on this side. Otherwise, just keeping your gaze straight up towards the sky is also fine. Surrender to this twist. Let your body rest on the floor. Breathe towards the navel. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to hug in the lower belly, zip up the tummy, and bring both your knees back up to center and cross your legs. And then bring your arms next to you, still turning the palms up. You can keep your knees bent if that feels more comfortable, or you can stretch out your legs, straightening out on your mat, coming into Shavasana. Let your facial muscles soften. If there's any tension at the hinge of the jaw, just let that go. Resting the tip of your tongue behind the top teeth. Your teeth are not clenched, so create a bit of space here. Relax your throat and your neck. Your shoulders are away from your ears. Shoulder blades underneath you. Relax your arms, your upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms, and your hands and your fingers. Relax your chest, shoulder blades, the length of your spine, all the way down to the tailbone. Relax your abdomen, relax your hips. Soften your upper legs, your knees, the shins, your calf muscles, your ankles, your feet, and your toes. We're going to do 5 rounds of breath here together. Again, I'll guide the first 3 and then you can do 2 in your own time. And this time we're going to breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 2, and extend the exhalation for 8 counts. If you feel that you are straining, then rather take a few breaths here, just breathing normally. Come back when you are ready. Again, we can always work our way up to this breath. Okay, so when you are ready, we'll inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 2, 3, 4, hold 2, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 2, 3, 4, hold 2, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue with 2 or 3 more rounds in your own time. After your last long exhalation, you can return to your normal breath. Just resting here for a few more moments. Let your body be still. Staying focused on the easy breath that just moves effortlessly in and out through your nose. Okay, good. Let's release. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe do some ankle and wrist rotations. Maybe another nice big full body stretch, reaching the arms up. Last big yawn. You can turn your head side to side. And then you can bend your knees and roll over onto any side that's comfortable for you. Pausing here to let yourself transition from this practice and into the rest of your day or your evening or what still lies ahead of you. Knowing that you can always use your breath and mindfulness to help you to regulate those stressful situations. You can say to yourself, I am safe, I am steady, and I am here. Good. Push into your top hand to bring yourself up to seated. We'll round off this practice together by bringing our hands to our heart center, dropping your nose to your fingertips as we take a reverent bow in gratitude for our bodies and for our practice. Namaste.